Welcome to the Deep Dive. Today we're jumping straight into the latest crypto outlook from Vantage Plus. It just came out October 13th, 2025. Our goal, to figure out what's behind all this market volatility we've seen.
Exactly. And the core question in this Vantage piece is pretty direct. Will the current rally suffer a sitback? And interestingly, the answer seems to be coming from, well, outside crypto itself.
Okay, yeah, let's get into that. The source points to the sharp drop in U.S. stocks on Friday as the main cause, right? Triggered by President Trump talking about more China tariffs, and that just, bam, hit the crypto markets.
It really did. And that volatility, it tells you something important. Crypto is really trading like a risk asset now, almost hand in hand with the S&P 500. That whole idea of crypto being a separate political hedge, it's not playing out right now. That fear from the stock market, it just bled straight over. Bitcoin dropped, what was it, $7 billion in a flash crash, down 10% last week.
Wow. Okay, so that immediately brings up today what happens next. The analysis says everyone's basically holding their breath for the U.S. market open.
Pretty much. If U.S. stocks climb, maybe crypto gets a lift. But if they slide again, well, you could see those crypto losses deepen pretty quickly. It's all connected.
Right. Okay, let's dive into the technicals then. Starting with Bitcoin, BTC, trading around $111,633 now. The source mentions fresh buyers actually came in despite that Friday shock, so some resilience there.
Yeah, some backbone, as they put it. But the key level, the really crucial one for Bitcoin, is $108,000. That's the support zone. You need to see it hold above that. If there's a major break below 108K, that's when you might see the negative momentum really pick up steam. After that, the next big safety net is the 50 moving average, down around $99,260. That's sort of the 2-month trend line, gives you a broader picture.
Okay, 108K is the number to watch for BTC. Now, what about Ethereum? ETH is at $3,826. The analysis says the slide there looks bigger. Why is that? More uncertainty.
Seems like it, yeah. Traders are just less clear on ETH's next move. The risk for ETH is if that strong support zone around $3,750 gives way. We're looking at the weekly chart here. If it breaks $3,750, you should probably brace for a push down towards the low $3,000, maybe even lower.
With lower $3,000 potential for ETH if support breaks. Now, Ripple, XRP, trading at $2.39. This is where the source says things got really wild. It dropped all the way to $1.30 after Trump's comments, briefly.
Yeah, that was the real drama. A nosedive down to $1.30. And the reason it fell so much harder than Bitcoin, like 50% versus 10%, is probably down to leverage. Highly leveraged positions getting liquidated. You know, forced selling when margin calls hit. It cascades.
Oof. Like an automated panic button being pushed.
Exactly. But interestingly, despite that insane drop, it bounced back pretty strong. Showed fresh buyers are willing to step in even after that. So now the focus for XRP is holding the support at $2.33. That's the immediate floor. To really get bullish momentum going again, though, it needs to push decisively back above $3.
Right. $3 is the target for XRP bulls. Okay, last one. Solana, SOL, at $181. The source here notes a pattern repeat, something about the chart looking like last month, and a bearish pin bar from September.
That's right. That bearish pin bar pattern from September is a technical signal. It basically means the price tried to go higher but got pushed back down hard, showing selling pressure. Seeing the price slide back below $200 now kind of confirms that maybe the bullish feeling is cooling off a bit. For SOL, it really needs to stabilize above $150 to suggest momentum might pick back up.
Okay, so putting it all together, what's the main takeaway for you, the listener? We saw this big external shock, a political announcement ripple through everything. But the major cryptos are, for now, holding on to these key support levels we've discussed. It really hammers home how non-crypto factors like politics and stock market sentiment are driving these charts right now.
Yeah, absolutely. This week is critical. It's all about whether these price levels hold. The bigger picture is, despite this external shock, the market is showing some resilience at these key points, even though it's trading more like a tech stock lately.
So we'll leave you with a final thought to chew on, based on what we've seen. Which support level do you think is more fragile this week if U.S. stocks do slide further? Is it Bitcoin at $108,000 with that institutional interest? Or is it XRP at $2.33, fresh off that massive leverage-driven crash? Something to consider as you watch the markets unfold.